Welcome my dear all students. In this class we will be discuss about worksheet 11, unit 11, atomic structure of class 9. First one is choose the best answer. All the atoms are neutral. Electron has negative charge in an atom. Which of the following is neutralized by an electron in an atom? Which one is neutralized? Proton. Electron and proton will be neutralized. An electron has negative charge. It is given electron has negative charge, which can be compensated or neutralized with the help of proton. This question, answer for this question is proton. Chemical activity of an element is determined by the valency of an element. What is a valency? The number of electrons present in the outermost cell of an atom can be called as valency. Since the electron determines the ionic status of an atom, so it is responsible for the chemical activity of an element. For this question, we will have the answer as valency of an element. My outer cell is completely filled with electrons, so my valency is 0, hence I will not react with anybody. Who am I? Only noble gases having the states. Is it not? Which one is the noble gas among this? Carbon, beryllium, calcium? No. Only neon, argon, neon, krypton, xenon. These are all noble gases. They have 0 valency. Among this, we will have neon as answer. Select the correct electronic configuration of lithium plus ion from the following figure. Which one? Lithium has atomic number as 3, no. So count the number of electrons here, it is 3. So this will be the suitable answer. Fill in the blanks. Cobalt 60 isotope is used in radiotherapy for treatment of cancer. The maximum number of electrons that occupy a cell is calculated using the formula 2n square. For example, if you take this cell, then if you calculate the number of electrons in the first cell, put 1 here. So 2 into 1 it is 2. First cell will have 2 electrons. Remaining you have to fill in the next orbit, that is 1. For lithium it is 3. My name is M cell. How many electrons I need to completely fill my cell? 18 electrons. Then put number 3 here. 3 squared 9. 9 into 2 18. Complete this equation. N squared plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. Balance the equation, then you will get the answer. For this you can write N and H in this side and N and H in the other side. Count the number of nitrogen, number of hydrogen atoms here. Then after that you can balance this equation. True or false? H11, H21 and H31 are said to be isotopes as the number of neutrons is different. Yes, of course, number of neutrons only different, but the number of protons and electrons are same. Same atomic number but different mass number can be called as isotopes. And A is equal to 39, Z is equal to 19. So the N value is 19. What is N? N, it is number of neutrons. Then to get number of neutrons, you have to subtract A minus Z. 39 minus 19 will give you 20. But what is given here? It is given as only 19. So this question is false. Answer for this question is false. Neon 2010 and argon 4018 are examples of isobar. No. What is isobar? Different atomic number but same mass number. Elements having different atomic number and same mass number can be called as isobars. And if they have the same mass number, where did you check the mass number? Here it is 20, it is 40. These two are not same, so you can come to the conclusion that these two are not isobars. Phosphorus electronic configuration is 285. The K and L cells are fulfilled. Yes, of course, K and L cells are fulfilled. True. Say true or false. 13. Count the number of electrons here. How many electrons are there? 1, 2. In the second cell, you may have 8. So 10. After that, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. 18 related to argon. Where is argon? Here it is. Then argon, answer C. Then 14, this is related to nitrogen and some electrons are missing, I think so. Second cell left empty. It is not like that. Then the electrons must be there. Okay, change the picture. Nitrogen 14. Where nitrogen? Here it is. So the answer is D. Count the number of electrons. There should be 14 electrons. Then 15. This is related to boron. How many electrons are there? You leave this cell. Mistakenly, here it is given. Okay, then count the number of electrons 5. If atomic number is 5, then we can have boron. Boron 5. Where boron? A choice. Okay, then come to the next question. 16. This is related to sodium 11. The first cell, 2 electrons are there. In the second cell, 8 electrons are there. 2 plus 8, 10 and 1, 11. Sodium 11. What is the answer? Sodium 11. Okay, like that you have to correlate the number of electrons with the answers. Okay, then change this picture and this picture, and there should not be any empty cells in between. Very short answers questions. Question number 17. I have 14 protons and 14 neutrons. Can you find my mass number? Write the formula. Formula for mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Given 14 protons and 14 neutrons, you add these two and you will get 28. This is the answer. Question number 18. Why did Rutherford choose gold foil in his alpha ray scattering experiment? Rutherford selected a gold foil because he wanted as thin layer as possible, and gold is the most malleable metal. You can make it very thin, so it is called as malleable metal. Question number 19. Element X has 3 electrons in the outermost cell of the atom. If the electrons are from the outermost cell, what would be the value of the charge of the ion formed? If the electrons are removed from the outermost cell, 3 electrons will be removed. So, if the place left by the electrons considered as positive ion, X3 plus ion. We may have X3 plus ion. Why do noble gases exhibit zero valency? The outermost cell completely filled for noble gases, so noble gases exhibit zero valency. Short answer questions. Draw the electronic configuration of the following: metal sodium 11, atomic number and mass number 23, and non-metal nitrogen 714, noble gas neon 1020. I copy the electronic configuration here. You just copy it in your notebook. Question number 22. Calculate the number of neutrons in the following atoms. How did you find out the number of neutrons? If you subtract the mass number and the atomic number, then you will get the value of the neutrons. Number of neutrons. Subtract these two, 27 and 13, you will get 14. Here 40 minus 18, it is 22. Phosphorus, it is 31 minus 15, you will get 16. For this one, 190 minus 76, it is 114. List the laws of chemical combinations. Law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportions, law of multiple proportions, law of reciprocal proportions, Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. You just copy down all these 5 laws. Long answer type questions. Discuss about isotopes, isobars and isotones using electronic configuration diagram with suitable examples. First you have to write the definitions for isotopes. If two elements have the same atomic number but different mass numbers, then you can call it as isotopes. But if you interchange the atomic number and mass number, then you will get the definition for isobars. Now just look at this one. Isobars, atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers and the same mass numbers are known as isobars. Okay, now it is very clear the definitions of isotopes and isobars. Now we will have one example: protium, deuterium and tritium. Look at the atomic number and the mass number. They are having same atomic number but different mass number. So these are all called as isotopes. And we may have different examples for carbon. Carbon 12 and 13. Then look at the atomic number. They are same. And for chlorine it is 17. Atomic numbers are same but they have different mass numbers. So they are called as isotopes. Isobars. Now let us consider one example, calcium and argon. See here the mass number are same. Argon 40 and calcium it is 40. Mass numbers are same and hence they are known as isobars. Isotones, atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers and different mass numbers but with the same number of neutrons are called as isotones. Here we will have one example, boron and carbon. Subtract mass number and atomic number. What will you get? It is 6. Number of neutrons in boron is 6 and in carbon it is also 6. If the number of neutrons same, then you can call them as isotones. The above pair of elements boron and carbon has the same number of neutrons but different number of protons and hence different atomic numbers. So they are called as isotones. Copy down all those answers. Explain the law of reciprocal proportions with the suitable examples. Look at the definition. The law of reciprocal proportions was proposed by Jeremias Richer in 1792. It states that if two different elements combine separately with the same weight of the third element, the ratio of the masses in which they do so are either same or a simple multiple of the mass ratio in which they combine among themselves. Don't confuse with the definition. Now let us analyze the example, then it will be very easier for you to understand. Now let us take the elements carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water. Carbon and hydrogen combine to form methane. Carbon and oxygen combine to form carbon dioxide. Look at the diagram first. Now let us find out the combining weights. For carbon it is 12 and hydrogen there are 4 hydrogen here. 4 into 1 4. Carbon dioxide, carbon it is 12 and 2 oxygen. For 1 oxygen it is 16. 2 oxygen you will have 32. Then just you can combine hydrogen and oxygen. Carbon comes under with the same proportion 12 and 12. You take hydrogen and oxygen 4 is to 32. So if you simplify it then 1 is to 8. To form hydrogen and oxygen, if you really combine hydrogen and oxygen then 2 is to 16. H2 it is 1 into 2, 2. Oxygen it is 16. Then if you simplify this 1 is to 8. Then combined with the equation 1 and 2 we will get 1 is to 8. Then what about the previous case? It is also 1 is to 8. This is the law of reciprocal proportion. We can have different examples. If you combine hydrogen and oxygen you will get H2O, SO2 and H2S. This will also prove the law of reciprocal proportion. Thank you dear all students. I will meet you with the next good concept in the next video. Until then, bye from Sangeeta, Gobichetipalayam.